Throughout history, certain landmarks have stood as symbols of freedom, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Today, we're taking a journey across time exploring the most iconic, that's right, monuments. Monuments that shaped the story of America. So let's get started. First on the list, Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock is one of the most famous landmarks in American history, symbolizing the arrival of the Pilgrims in 1620. While there's no historical record confirming the Pilgrims actually stepped on this rock, it has become an enduring symbol of their journey and the founding of Plymouth Colony. The rock has been moved several times and even broken during its history. Today, it is sheltered under a granite portico at Pilgrim Memorial State Park in Plymouth, Massachusetts, attracting millions of visitors each year. Second on the list, Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell, cast in 1752, is an iconic symbol of American independence. Originally located in the Pennsylvania State House, now known as Independence Hall, it was used to call lawmakers to legislative sessions and to alert citizens to public announcements. The bell became famous when it was adopted by abolitionists as a symbol of liberty in the 19th century. It cracked during an 1846 ringing and has remained silent ever since. The Liberty Bell now resides in the Liberty Bell Center in Philadelphia, where visitors can view the famous crack and learn about its history. Third on the list, Washington Monument. The Washington Monument is an obelisk built to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. Construction began in 1848, but was interrupted by a lack of funds and the Civil War, leading to its completion in 1884. Standing at 555 feet, it was the tallest structure in the world at the time. Visitors can take an elevator to the observation deck for a panoramic view of Washington, D.C. The monument symbolizes the strength, resilience, and leadership of the nation's first president. Fourth on the list, Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to the United States in 1886. The Statue of Liberty stands on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. The statue, designed by Frederick Augusta Bartholdi, symbolized freedom and democracy. Its full name is Liberty Enlightening the World, and it holds a torch in one hand and a tablet in the other inscribed with the date of the Declaration of Independence. The statue has been a welcoming sight to immigrants arriving by sea and continues to stand as a symbol of hope and freedom for people around the world. Fifth on the list, Lincoln Memorial. The Lincoln Memorial, completed in 1922, is dedicated to Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who preserved the Union during the Civil War. Designed by architect Henry Bacon, the structure is built in the form of a Greek Doric temple and houses a large seated sculpture of Lincoln created by Daniel Chester French. The memorial is inscribed with the text of two of Lincoln's most famous speeches, the Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural address. It is an enduring symbol of Lincoln's legacy and has been the site of many historic civil rights moments, including Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech in 1963. Sixth on the list, Jefferson Memorial. The Jefferson Memorial, dedicated in 1943, honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The neoclassical building was designed by John Russell Pope and modeled after the Pantheon in Rome. Inside, a bronze statue of Jefferson stands beneath the dome, surrounded by excerpts from his writings. The memorial sits on the tidal basin in Washington, D.C., providing a picturesque setting, especially during the cherry blossom season. Seventh on the list, USS Arizona Memorial. The USS Arizona Memorial commemorates the 1,177 crewmen who lost their lives during the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. The memorial, which straddles the sunken remains of the USS Arizona battleship, was dedicated in 1962 and is a solemn reminder of the lives lost that day. Accessible by boat, visitors can view the remains of the ship below the water and reflect on the events that led the United States into World War II. The memorial is part of the larger Pearl Harbor National Memorial and remains a key symbol of the nation's resilience and resolve. Eighth on the list, Gateway Arch. The Gateway Arch, completed in 1965, is the tallest man-made monument in the United States, standing at 630 feet. It was designed by Finnish-American architect Eero Saarinen as a monument to the westward expansion of the United States. The arch is located on the banks of the Mississippi River in St. Louis, Missouri, and serves as the centerpiece of the Gateway Arch National Park. Visitors can take a tram to the top of the arch for a stunning view of the surrounding area. The Gateway Arch symbolizes the pioneering spirit and growth of the nation. Ninth on the list, Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is a colossal sculpture carved into the granite face of the Black Hills in South Dakota, depicting the heads of 4 U.S. presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Gutzon Borglum. The monument was completed in 1941 after 14 years of work. The presidents were selected to represent the nation's birth: Washington, growth, Jefferson, development, Roosevelt, and preservation, Lincoln. Mount Rushmore attracts millions of visitors annually and is an iconic symbol of American history and leadership. 10th on the list, World War II Memorial. The World War II Memorial, dedicated in 2004, honors the 16 million people who served in the American Armed Forces during World War II and the more than 400,000 who lost their lives. The memorial, located on the National Mall between the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial, features 56 granite pillars representing the states and territories, 2 arches symbolizing the Atlantic and Pacific theaters, and a central fountain. It serves as a place of reflection and gratitude for the sacrifices made during the war and remains one of the most visited memorials in the capital. As we wrap up our journey through these remarkable national monuments, it's clear that each one tells a story of history, culture, and natural beauty. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on more on our top 10 lowdowns. Remember, each national monument is a piece of history that connects us to the past. So let's protect and cherish them for future generations. Thank you for watching.